Good morning, everyone. Today I will be presenting on Medicare from Chapter 8. Just a brief overview for those who are unfamiliar with Medicare and Medicaid. They are both health insurance programs within the United States that are funded by taxpayers. And the main difference between the two is that Medicare is for those who are 65 or older, or for those who may have certain disabilities or conditions. Medicare coverage is the same anywhere in America and is not based on like any kind of income level or anything like that. However, Medicaid is a joint program between like the federal and the state level, and it provides health coverage for those with limited income and resources. And because of this guideline, eligibility requirements are going to differ between the states. Medicaid may cover some services that Medicare doesn't, and some people are eligible for both, and those people are called dual eligibles. If you are both, most likely your health costs are likely to be covered. The research team at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, also known as CMS, in collaboration with Prime Research, aim to maximize returns from a campaign that combined both paid and earned media, and they hope to achieve this by setting objectives that were meaningful, reasonable, and measurable. Next, they really wanted to plan for the future and really plan on their return on investment. Second, they wanted to measure and quantify a solid rate of return based on how the target audience behaved as a result of the message. And lastly, they wanted to make strategic investments by using tactical channels such as like media and the news outlets. Each year, in what CMS calls the open enrollment season, also known as OE, CMS urges Medicare beneficiaries to review and update their health plans for the upcoming year. However, selecting Medicare coverage can be a complex task. Their choices can affect the doctors they see, the medications they'll receive, and the cost of their medical care, all of which significantly impact their health and finances. Medicare consumers face a lot of incoming messages from various sources such as health insurance companies, doctors, friends, even pharmacists, which lead to like conflicting messages. The flood of information can lead to misunderstanding, and as a result, many beneficiaries tend to opt out or choose not to make any changes at all to their plans. The CMS team implemented a research program designed for key messages of the campaign to break through all the clutter and impact consumers during October 15th through December 31st, also known as the open enrollment period. The government agency needed to display cost efficiencies. It was vital that they determine the effectiveness of its outreach to learn which of its efforts best motivated customers to update and review their plans. The research part of this program's goal was to gauge standard metrics of the following: opportunities for beneficiary exposure to open enrollment communications compared to previous years, target audience awareness of paid television compared to previous years, beneficiary knowledge of open enrollment earned media coverage to previous years, and the relative impact of paid and earned media tactics to determine the most effective way to communicate. Key messages. The main research strategies for this project were communication and collaboration. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services conducted telephone tracking studies prior to the campaign in November 2010, and during this time they contacted 1,019 people. And then immediately following the campaign, in January of the next year, they contacted 1,034 people. And through their partnership with Prime Research, they were able to obtain media analysis during the time prior to the campaign. And once all of the research was completed, CMS and Prime Research were able to combine all of their data into one set. This allowed the team to have a clear and concise foundation to determine the execution of their plan. Post evaluation, the data shows that both paid and earned media significantly improved behavioral actions of renewing and reviewing customer plans during the open enrollment period. Beneficiaries who reported exposure to the campaign through media coverage about open enrollment were 2.3 times more likely to adopt the campaign's original call to action. Stats results of this campaign include beneficiaries' exposure to enrollment communications increased by 11% compared to 2009, and 64% reporting that they had seen, read, or heard information from the campaign, and that there was a threefold increase of open enrollment knowledge from pre-campaign to post-campaign assessments. Awareness of open enrollment television ads increased by 6% compared to the previous year, and those who were aware of enrollment television ads were more likely to have reviewed their Medicare plans. Among those who recall these television ads had reported having reviewed their coverage. And by the end of the campaign, almost 88% of respondents were aware that Medicare has an open enrollment period. Earned media results show that nearly 3 billion impressions between print, social, digital, and broadcast clips. In all, news coverage and social media conversations surrounding the CMS campaigns were overly positive and factual. Thank you guys for watching.